When I saw this document, I thought that's amazing. But as you can see, it looks to have that fragrance of fake document. But that's not the big deal here. The market is showing you something more important, right? What's important here is the technicals, which shows that after the current leg down of this correction, we are gonna head higher. We are going up again, another leg, which is going to be providing another wave of momentum in the coins. We can easily understand this just jumping into Bitcoin dominance, altcoin market cap, and the chart of your favorite asset. That's for me, it's XRP. So as we move through, we can actually look at this clearly. This is showing you indications that the market has changed entirely. There has been a lot of different stuff which you need to give attention to, and right now it's playing out pretty well. As you zoom in, close in, you definitely get to know the same stuff. So technically it's getting sound, fundamentally it's even stronger, right? This one recent update shows you the stuff. All evidence suggests XRP and Bitcoin are similar, contrary to what SEC is saying, right? So in that aspect, it may not be labeled as security, and more volume can be coming through, because right now BTC and Ether has a clarity in US. And what if this case ends like, okay, XRP is not a security and XRP also have that freedom? Investors can jump into that asset too. So that's going to be huge as we are moving towards this around the world. Ripple is doubling down on Asia, as you guys know, and Asia is taking more steps towards the digital future. Now, before we go through this, we'll actually look at the technicals itself, right? So this one is Bitcoin dominance, and those who've been listening to me from some time, you know that we were talking about this breakdown. We talked about price coming here, consolidating a little bit, because this can act as a support. Now it is acting as a support. So if we consolidate here, remember the RSI doesn't have too much room to run to the upside, but if it breaks to the upside here, it may bounce. It can go back and retest this broken level again and then come back down. Now, how many of you have the patience to ride that? Because if Bitcoin is bouncing back towards 60, meaning Bitcoin dominance is going back to 60, all coins will slow down. And then when Bitcoin falls down to this level, you can anticipate this is going to break this level and going to go down. Now, if it breaks from here right now, it's like 18% to the downside. But if it go back up and it's getting rejected here, chances are high that it's going to be way higher, because it's going to drop till here from this particular rejection, right? So that's what you're looking at. Now you jump into altcoin market and look at, okay, what if that is happening there in Bitcoin dominance? Yeah, we have a lot of room to go to the upside in the altcoin market cap. That's what you are looking for. That's what we are all waiting for. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. So as we just discussed, price is moving to the upside. Now, when you go into XRP chart like this, zooming in, you understand, okay, this is a 3-day chart, but showing you the fluctuation over last year. It was having this particular area as accumulation range, and then it broke above and made this one as a reaccumulation range. The only difference there is SEC came down and pushed us below to the price range of the accumulation. So those who entered back here having that confidence in the market, they made a lot in terms of XRP units and the profits raised. Now this is a daily chart, right? We are mostly concentrating on this year itself. Here what you are seeing is we went up, we got that breakout, fine. We hit a resistance which is, psychological level of $1 mark, right? 1.1. That dollar mark is kind of a symbol of psychology. As if we break there, next target will usually be 1.5, $2 like psychological moves. But when you are looking at that on a technical terms, you get to know more about it. You get to know more odds happening in the market. So as you break this particular level, which is 1.1, we can head towards $2, say 1.89 to be precise, right? Now the RSI is still in the overbought territory, It came down and it's now bouncing back to the upside. Look here, we came down, we were bouncing back to the upside. Eventually we reached that resistance mark again. But here this is happening in a bull run. Now why do I say that? If I take you to this chart and I say we are turning way bullish, what does it mean? It means we were inside this base channel and we broke above this particular stuff. What does that mean? Next one is the accelerating channel. After the base channel where you create that long-term consolidative but uptrending base, next one is moving faster. That's the accelerating channel. So if this is the base channel and you got like 700% gain, now that's going to be huge because I'm considering this point as that 700% gain. But if you look at the bottom, yeah, it's way more than that. You got around 900% gain and it's fine. Even if it's 800, 900% of gain, that's not a small deal because it happened in base channel. Now, usually the accelerating channel will have way higher ROI than the base channel. So from here, if it's going another 10x, which is kind of equivalent to the base channel, those who enter here makes 10x, fine. But those who entered at the bottom here and still keeping the average there, they make that ton of 100x. Now, yes, there would be naysayers highlighting, nah, you're not going to do that. But as you step back, look at this stuff on a macro and understand the technicals, you're definitely understanding we broke above, we closed above that. Now, we don't want this fake out. We don't want to come back into this trading range again, right? Last time we went up, we had similar stuff in the RSI, but the RSI was somewhere near the resistance range. Now, this time we are moving way higher than in price. We had different patterns at different time frames which we followed. See, this was kind of a pattern which we were following for the breakout and it did that. So we are happy that technicals are standing by our side, or at least we are understanding what the technicals are conveying. Now, this is a monthly chart of XRP. What can you look at? You're trying to connect all the base here. This one, this one, this one, this one. So now you get to see a rounded bottom pattern in the price. Now, when you look at the MACD, it's supporting the same stuff. It's moving in the same trend. Now, if you look at the RSI, it's showing you it had a previous resistance here, which was acting as a support before in 2018. So that's a valid support resistance zone now. Right now, the price is moving up and the RSI is coming back and testing this range. Now that's on a monthly, right? If you go back on a 3-day, you'll understand what I'm saying there. But on a monthly, as we cross here, now yeah, this month is still in the early phase. We need another 20 days to move and close above. But if this candle is going to show you a bullish green shaped candle like these, it's going to cross this in this particular candle itself. If not, the next candle would be that one which breaks to the upside here in the RSI. As soon as we start the next candle, we would be presenting ourselves to the upside. And that, with the altcoin market cap showing you a 10x possibility, a 100x possibility, you need to understand where XRP is going. Because not at every time this happens. Say, for example, if I take into different assets, say we can actually move into Ether chart. And while you look at Ether chart, you kind of see, okay, this had showed us a signal that this was a high once, this was another high, and we are breaking to the upside. Fine. Now you're looking for the bottoms and you're connecting those bottoms like this, and you get to measure this move and place it here. Now you get that target of say $2,800, $3,000 mark of worth of Ethereum. Now here, when Ether is crossing to the upside for its MACD, for its price, and preparing in its RSI, say we just connect the top, and you can see that we broke above, we're coming back for that retest. If we bounce here in the RSI, that's going to be a valid sign that this is moving higher. Now, say even if it moves to $10,000 from here, it's 5x for you. How many of you still think there are coins which can do enormously for your portfolio? When I say enormously, I'm meaning 10, 50, 100x, not just this 5x we are talking about, right? So if that's happening, which coins can it be? Because as we've been positioning ourselves into some of the coins which we believe that it's going to do well, and right now we are doing that. Those who have been placed into these assets based on our technicals, they are doing pretty fine. Now, patience does matter. There are individuals who came to the scientific investor family from a long time. They spend their time here for 3 months and now they are really reaping the benefit. By one, they're getting that education for technicals. They are looking at each and every charts every day. So now they know where the resistance is, where the support is, how much different patterns are there, and what type of patterns are valid for crypto markets. Because they're looking at all of these charts. They're getting all of these charts on a regular basis so that they can understand this is a pattern which is going to break out. Say this is a chart which I'm going to open for you guys, which I posted a little while back, showing you a pattern, right? Each pattern, when it breaks to the upside, you kind of have the ability to understand. Now, before that breaks out, if this is a pattern, it's a common sense that we are going to move within that pattern. We are going to bounce within that pattern. But the problem here is common sense is not the common practice, and not everyone want to get educated. Instead, they look at this market and say, okay, this went 5% down in 7 days, but went 2% up right now. So if I were able to get that 5% down, now I would be back 2% up. So you know that's 7%. But what they miss is we are not algorithms or bots to catch that exact top and bottom. Now, yeah, you can try to do that multiple times until you fail. Now, if you are that one lucky human being, you may be able to do that. Now, that's fine, but that's not the case for the majority of us who are trading this. Now, that's why these kind of charts for different assets in your portfolio matters. You need to position yourself understanding the trend, understanding the pattern, right? For that, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. Now, let's actually dive into a short-term chart for XRP itself, right? Because most of them want short-term stuff. They don't have time. They want to make a ton of money, but they don't have the patience to make that ton of money. Let's see. If you are going into a daily chart, as we discussed, it's moving to the upside. As we are discussing, it's moving to the upside. Now, look at a 4-hour chart. Was it showing you something? Yeah, it's showing you the same stuff which it was showing for majority of other coins where it pumped, right? Before it pumped. Now, this is, just close your eyes, then open your eyes. You're going to see this stuff. Wow, we dropped. We had that rounded bottom. We went up. Cool. Now, look at this. We went down. We are making that rounded bottom. We are moving up. So you don't actually need a crystal ball to look at this. You just need to look at the market and say, okay, what just happened last time? What am I anticipating? See, it corrected like 9.7%, make it 10%. And then from there, it went to the upside like 90%. Fine, that's 9x. Now, if you are kind of trying to analyze that, this time it's around 20%. So next one, you're looking for 180% gain, right? So that 180% gain from the bottom here would take you somewhere around $2.8, $2.4, $2.5. Now, whatever it is, we had different patterns on a macro, right? So on a short term, it's suggesting you that can happen. And the breakout for that would be here at this mark, right? But those who believe in this asset can already buy in at the bottom because they see this is a pattern which is repeating for itself in different time frames. If you step back on a 12-hour chart to see what literally is happening there, you can again see same pattern going to the downside, making that rounded bottom and pumping. Now, yeah, you want to look at this. Now, this is a different time frame. It's 12-hour. So on a 12-hour, you corrected 40%, and then from that bottom went 180%. You got that point? So in the last chart for 4-hour, those who are trading in 4-hour should be looking at 4-hour chart, 4-hour charts entry and targets. Don't step back into 12-hour after you enter into one trade, because that changes every stuff, because each wave, each cycle, each time frame has different risk tolerance. So unless your risk tolerance is on the correctly positioned, you're going to take risks which may not be appropriate for you. Now, you have to think like this. You're an investor, not a trader. If you are a trader, it's fine. You can take all the risks which you want, but we don't do that. we try to position ourselves using the technicals, right? Using the charts, and most of the charts which we posted just before 30 days, 40 days are reaching our target. Why are we doing that? Because we are positioning ourselves looking at the market and the trend. Now, this is kind of a pattern which we are observing here, showing this has a possibility of 287%. Fine, what's that 287% meaning? It's going here. Now, the issue here is you're just measuring this pattern and taking this and plotting this to the upside, where, yeah, that's the anticipated target. But if you don't know what you're doing, the problem is you may not get the exact pattern, because here in this chart, I showed you that chart. I showed you that pattern. But at the same time, you can observe this as a pattern. Okay, fine. It broke to the upside at the ending and moved like this. So if you are looking at this, you can actually see different patterns on different time horizon or where you are focusing on. Now it's up to you and your ability that what you recognize, and that takes time and patience and discipline to learn. Why is learning so important? Because majority don't want to learn. Majority don't want to spend that time because they just want money, because they just want patience. So when you're entering into XRP in that mindset, you only need one stuff: patience. If you don't want to learn, don't learn. But you still need patience, because the price is not going to that $10, $50, $100 mark in a single day. It's gonna do rinse and repeat, right? It's gonna wash and rinse. Those who are entering here without that patience, without that skill set, they'll enter here, and as the price pumps here and slowly corrects, they are like emotional. They move out. So are you that guy who's looking at XRP chart right that? Don't do that. Step back. Look at this on a monthly. Now you understand the price is moving up. There were guys who were, turning out from this saying, okay, I don't think XRP is joining the party with other coins. We were still here. We were still saying, nah, that's not the case. The technicals are sound, because we strongly looked at the chart and understood that even after that SEC issue, we were still maintaining this line. And I was repeatedly highlighting you guys, this is happening from December all the way till Jan 25th when we were pumping, right? So those who had that wisdom are right now in the market. See, their average is somewhere around 0.23 or somewhere around 0.2. That's great, because right now they're 5x in XRP alone, because we are not only doing XRP. We want to increase our XRP position by taking the opportunities available in this market. Right? It's not only one asset which is moving, it's tons of different assets. But yeah, we are looking at tons of different assets too, and we are taking benefit of that. Why? Because we are the scientific investor family. Now that's the technical side of it and how you look at that. But when you jump here and look at the current affairs or the fundamentals, the CTO, which is David Jaws, informed this, and all evidence suggests Bitcoin and XRP are similar despite allegations XRP is sold illegally as a security. Now, I'm an XRP owner, XRP buyer, right? I'm not buying it from Ripple, and I personally understand that, I'm not buying a share of Ripple, the company. I'm buying an asset which is, there on a public blockchain, which is decentralized, which I know and I believe. So I don't understand what SEC is saying, but that's only in one jurisdiction. And that's why this is changing. As we are looking at the change in the world, this has to be kept in mind. This particular stuff is coming from different areas of the world, right? Now, if we actually open this one, you need to directly understand this is coming from Nasdaq. So this is that file. Ripple, coin shares, consensus join crypto climate accord. This is not old news, guys. These are news, current affairs, evolving, right? So where are we going? Towards net zero emission. Why is this so important? Here it's actually showing you by 2040, but we have a target from United Nations of 2030. Do you understand what we are talking about in the long run? So those who are positioning themselves into different assets, which is not green and sustainable, may have issues as we go up. But in a bull run, as I say, you don't need an engine for your boat. In that bull run, it's like a tsunami. It takes every boat together. But it does matter if you're stuck in the market with a higher average and the wave is taking you to the downside and you don't have that engine to ride. Be careful, with that, because it's your hard-earned money which you're putting in there to make profit, not to make loss. So you definitely need education and improvement in your knowledge level and your knowledge base, so that next time when you're looking at these type of fundamentals, you understand, okay, that's not the asset which I should be in. Whereas there are assets like this, tons of assets, which I can look at in terms of technical and understand there is a possibility, and then I combine it with the fundamentals of the same coin generally, and I understand, okay, we are going to hit that target soon, right? Those who were saying XRP is down from a long time, right now need to understand, from here to the all-time highs, we are only 271%. What does that mean? We are going to reach that all-time high of 30x soon. If you missed the accumulation zone, okay, that's not cool for you. But if you are missing from this point too, that's really going to be bad for you emotionally and psychologically as you move forward with this bull run. Guys, I really believe you received value for your time, and if you really did, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you would like to support the channel, you can use the PayPal or the Patreon link given in the description below, or the XRP wallet address. If you want to improve your positioning in this market with different assets, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. Now remember, I don't do short-term trading. I'm not that risk taker who takes ton of risk, because you're already in crypto assets, the most riskiest asset class. So you don't have to increase your risk exposure because it's already high. And if you want to do that, this is not the right place for it. Okay guys, bye for now.